What's up, everybody? We've got a brand new game to the channel that I have actually played a little bit without doing any videos on it. This is The Season. If you guys watch Flinter's channel, you've probably seen this game. I decided to give it another shot as I tried it about a year ago and didn't really like it too much. But there has been some pretty solid updates to the game in that time, and now it is becoming a very good experience. This game has some of the coolest antler generation system of any games that are out there for hunting. It may not be advanced or have as many varieties as the Hunter Call of the Wild, but the antlers that you do have in this game look incredible. What you're seeing right now is our very first buck that we took down, and it took me a while to get this. You know, I had played a few hours of the game throughout the last year and probably 2 or 3 play sessions, but never really got a buck bagged because this game's kind of tough to get used to. The aiming with iron sights, how the animals spook, that type of stuff can take a little bit of time to get used to. So never bagged my first buck until recently, and it was an absolute beauty. As you can see on screen right now, it is a double beamed giant whitetail buck. Pretty solid for my first ever kill. Definitely happy with this one. It's cool that you can get stuff like double beams. You can get ones that have broken brow tines and, all types of other cool stuff like drop tines. It's got a very awesome advanced antler system, and I really cannot wait to see what other types of bucks we can get throughout this game. And today we're going to look for a few more. We're going to see if we can get something cool today. So let's go ahead and continue season. We'll see what we got going. If I'm not mistaken, I don't have any money to buy anything at the current moment because I already purchased everything I could. We're on regular season. All firearms are legal, so let's go ahead and hunt. The map we're going to go to, I'm thinking either Kansas or Texas. I've had good luck on both. I'm thinking Kansas might be the one to go to. We got 2 buck tags, no tags for does or coyotes. But, the bucks are the ones that are going to give us the money. So let's go here to Kansas and see what we can get. We're going to go with the muzzle loader. We got 8 bullets. Let's go with that camo there. No thermals. We will go with a grunt call. I don't have scent cover. That's a problem. Crow call. Wait, what? I don't remember ever buying that. Huh. Well, I guess that's something I've got now. Then we're going to go with the 4X scope, of course. And we're going to enter the hunt. Let's see what we can get. So we have entered the game now. You may notice the graphics are not anything too special, but the racks of the deer definitely are something special, which is why I love this game and really want to get better at it. Another major feature you'll notice is that whenever you kill a deer, you can't just claim it. You have to get on the ATV, you have to go out there, pick the buck up, put it on the ATV, and take it to these hanging posts over here so you can hang the deer up. Just like in real life, man. It is so cool. I am very impressed with what this game has to offer. It has so much detail for being a game with such low graphics. The detail in how things actually work and how the deer look is so nice. There's a buck right there, right in front of us. Okay, so I need to remember what the deer call is. It's number 3. He is moving along. Now, if you call too much in this game, it will spook them off, so I got to be very careful. Oh gosh, it's just gonna run away. Gosh, I had to take a shot. It was just running away. There was no chance of getting it there, as far as I can tell. That buck was just stubborn, man. Oh. Let's go. It ran right at us. Why can't I? Okay, there we go. That was so weird. Oh my gosh, we actually hit it. It's down. So I think that was the buck we originally shot at, and it ended up sprinting over to us after we missed our shot. What do we got here? I mean, that's a typical buck. That's the first typical rack buck I've got. Very pretty, man. Let's put down a marker. So now what we got to do is go back and grab the ATV, which this is probably the most annoying part of the game. But honestly, it's still kind of cool because it is realistic. So at the same time, I kind of don't mind it because this game right here, it's more of a slow-paced, realistic game where you got to pick your shots. You got to try and, take the best buck because you only get a couple tags a season. And then, you got to bring the ATV out to drag them back to your starting point. So, I mean, it's cool, although it does take quite a while just to hunt one deer. But hey, that's why we're doing this in a video and not a live stream, so you guys don't have to see all the boring parts. Well, we've now made it back to our starting point, and we can now get on the ATV and drive our way back to our buck to recover him. Let's go ahead and pick up our buck. We'll just drive over it, and boom, there he is. Dude, the mass on that rack is actually kind of crazy. Now, obviously, this guy does not have a ton of tines, but the mass on that beam, at least the close one to us, his left beam, is pretty insane. That is a really good-looking deer. And there is our deer. We'll get him up on there, and now shift to exit ATV, and we can take a better look at him. I couldn't tell, is he even or is he different on each side? Ah, he's pretty even, actually. See, a lot of times you will get very, different looking antlers on each side, but this time we got a pretty even buck. Not too bad. I'm a big fan of that. So it says we got 50 credits for that, the 50 EXP thing you guys see right there. We had 0 starting this hunt, so now we have 50. So we will be able to buy some equipment. I think what I'm going to do is I will exit the hunt and we will go into a new one. We got 20 XP for taking a 157-inch buck, an extra 10 XP for it being over 150, plus 10 bonus for difficulty. I don't know what that means, but I guess it means something. With our 50 XP, let's go ahead and buy some more muzzleloader sabots. Let's get, we'll go for 20 more of them. That should be more than enough. We should also probably get some scent cover. I think that's going to be pretty good, but man, kind of expensive. You know what? I think we are going to hold off. We're going to hold off on this one. Next day of the season is regular season as well. We've got all firearms legal, so we can use our muzzleloader here. Our muzzleloader is good for the next 2 days. Then we kind of got to wait until, well, the next season. So we have 2 days left in the season to bag one more buck. We got to hope that we can manage to bag something. I mean, the last one was good, but I would love to get a 200-plus scoring deer, like a real giant, but they are tough to get unless you spend, a lot of time searching, but I have not got to that point yet where I'm spending a lot of time searching. We're still learning, man. I'm still very early in my playthrough here. So as you guys can see, it is now winter time. We've got snow falling down, which means it's going to be a lot harder to see what these deer are until they get really, really close. That's one thing I noticed about the couple of snow hunts I did, is that it's really difficult to see the antlers on the deer until they get really close. So we're going to hope that we can actually see some giants. If not, I mean, I guess it is what it is. If there's one thing that I could change off the bat for this game, for if the developers ever watch this video, give us an option to remove the hat from the top of the screen. Some people might love it for immersion, but there's definitely a lot of people that could see it being kind of like just hampering the view. And personally, I would love to toggle it off, and I would love there to be an option to do so. So, yeah, that's one thing I would definitely recommend in the future for this game. Give us an option to take it away. We've got ourselves a deer off in the distance. The thing is, I cannot tell what it is as of now. We're going to have to get a little bit closer. Let's just hope that we can have this thing be a buck. I don't think it is, but I mean, maybe. We're going to get a little bit closer and find out. We've actually got 3 deer coming out, but I don't think any of them are bucks unless I just can't see any antlers, but that's the problem I've kind of ran into. I don't know if the snow is hiding the antlers or not. I feel like it is. I feel like every time I'm in a snowy map, I just can't see antlers on anything I look at. Maybe I'm just getting unlucky and I'm only seeing does, but really feels like these, I don't know, they could be bucks. You never know. Nah, I think they're probably does. But it's just so strange that every time I'm in the snowy maps, I see mainly does. That's a buck right there. And that looks like a really cool buck. Oh my gosh. That is the only thing I care about at this point. Who cares what these other ones look like? That thing is beautiful. So maybe I was just getting unlucky and I was only seeing does the last couple times I did a snow map, because that guy is standing out like a sore thumb. Holy crap, that's a beautiful deer. This beautiful buck up here is facing away. I'm half tempted to just shoot it like this and hope that it dies, because I don't think it's going to listen to the call. I don't think it's going to give us a chance to get a frontal or broadside shot. We may have to just shoot it where it stands right now. Oh, wait. Is it walking to us? I can't tell, man. I need to unlock, like, some binoculars. You can buy binoculars. Or actually, do I have them? Well, it says I don't own binoculars, so that is a bit of a problem. Yeah, this buck is just walking away. I'm just going to go ahead and... Wait a second. That did not even connect. That's actually kind of crazy. How did it not connect? The bullet drop must be insane. Oh, but we got that. He ran right at us. Oh, that's a huge deer, too. Come on, one more shot. Oh, how is that not a hit? Are you kidding? So some of the hit registration seems a little off at times, but yeah, that didn't connect either. I don't understand some of the, like, hit registration, but it is what it is, you know? This game has such cool deer that I'm willing to look over some of the jankiness and weirdness of aiming and shooting and running. I just hope that one of these days the developers take a look at it and try to improve it, because it is very, like, non-user friendly. The game itself, like, with the whole concept of it and the way it's set up is cool, but man, there is some very unuser friendly aspects of it, and the aiming, shooting, bullet drop, that type of stuff is definitely one of the major downsides.
2,000 years later.
Well, I've been looking around for this buck for over 20 minutes now, and I cannot find it. I don't think it was a good enough shot to kill it, and if it did die, it is just gone. The blood is so tough to find if you don't get a vital hit, and with that thing running at us, we probably just made a bad shot. I really want to get good at, like, learning how to not spook these things, and, like, learning how to compensate for the drop and stuff like that, because it's very different from any hunting game I've ever played in those regards. So hopefully in the future we will get better at this, but we definitely missed that guy. I don't see him anywhere. Well, that explains it. It says I leg shot the deer, so yeah, that's not gonna kill it. That's very unfortunate. It was a big deer too, so I'm kind of sad about that, but just could not find it anywhere. We got a buck coming right towards us. He's nothing too crazy or special, but it's better than nothing. This is our last day of the season for muzzleloaders, so I want to make sure that we get a buck, and this guy is giving us a pretty solid opportunity. I can't tell from here, but he might have a drop time, which would be cool. We're going to hope for that. All right, let's go ahead and line up on this buck. I think we can get a shot here. It's so wobbly if you're not in a stand, so this is going to be a bit of a problem, but we got it, I think we got it good. Down he goes. Let's go, man. We got that deer. There's our buck. Let's see what we got here. Honestly, that's a very solid typical buck. That one little tine towards the front of the beam. I like how it's split. I'm curious what the other antler is like, because this is kind of a cool look if it's got it on both sides. If you guys enjoy me doing these different hunting games that are not Call of the Wild, be sure to leave a comment down below letting me know that, as well as clicking that like button to show me that you enjoy this video right here. A huge help, and I really do appreciate it. We've got ourselves a solid buck here. I'm really curious to see what he looks like once we hang him up on the rack over here. It's definitely going to be very interesting to see if his other antler is the same as this one, because we didn't look at him while he was on the ground. Let's see. Ooh, it kind of looked like it might have been different. Let's see. Oh, yeah, that is different for sure. Wow, what an interesting deer. So that other side is like way less tines and a little bit more mass, but not a ton. That's kind of a cool buck. I don't mind that. You know what? We only got 20 XP for it, but it's better than nothing. We're going to call that a day right there and end that hunt. We got 10 XP for a lung shot on a 145-inch buck. And then we got 10 XP for the difficulty reward. Not bad. So let's go ahead and click end to end the season. And now we are brought back to this right here. We got the XP bank. Let's see what we can afford. We're going to get 2 buck tags. Let's buy both of those. We'll get a coyote tag this time just in case we want to bag a coyote. Really cheap, so might as well. And then in terms of ammo, we've got plenty of ammo, so I'm not really too worried about that. What can we do for weapons? 74. Yeah, we can't really get anything here. We're just going to let it chill. We'll get something later. Let's get ourselves probably... I don't know which one. Let's do buck urine. Actually, maybe I should wait. Let's see. Where is optics? Right here. Let's get binoculars. That's going to be a key thing to have. Maybe even rangefinder would be good. We'll go with binos for now, just so I can kind of like see things closer. It's going to be pretty nice. Let's go ahead and start the next season with a little bit of extra money purchased. I think what we're going to do is we'll simulate the first 2 days because it's coyote only. So let's go ahead and spacebar and spacebar. Now we've got ourselves another day that we can actually use our muzzleloader to hunt some deer. So that's what we're going to do. Let's go ahead and hunt a different map this time. Let's go to Texas. We'll do a little bit of Texas hunting. See what we can get. Muzzleloader. We'll go with our camo phase all season, whatever it is. And then we'll go with the no thermals, grunt call, crow call. Binoculars are already purchased, so we don't have to add those in. And boom, 4x scope.
1 eternity later.
Seems like I'm probably never going to be hunting that map again. It seems like every time I go to Texas, I've had like struggles. The first time it was really good. Then the 3 times after, it's just been brutal. But you know, we got to go through these next few days. We have 3 days of bow only. So going to have to just enter and exit to kind of get through the days. It's going to be brutal. But hey, it is what it is, man. All right, we have finally skipped ahead to a point where we can hunt with a muzzleloader. So let's go back to Kansas. It seems to be the best map from what I've seen. I've had the best luck on this map. It's where I've harvested all like 3 of my bucks. Actually, like I've harvested more than that. 3 of my 4 though have been here in Kansas. So I think this is probably where we're going to continue hunting until I get better at some of the others. We've got ourselves a buck up front, and that is a really big, typical rack buck. Look at that thing. That is a nice-looking deer. You can tell it's a little bit wonky, like each antler's a little bit different. But overall, that's a good-looking deer. I will be very happy taking this thing if we can get a shot into him. We just got to be very, very careful. The wind is not in our favor here. It's kind of blowing in this direction, which could spook him, I think, but... we're going to hope for the best, man. Oh, there's another deer over there, too. We got to be careful here. Oh. We got him. We hit him. We hit him. That looked like a good hit to me, and he's going down. We got ourselves a beautiful-looking buck. We still have one more tag on this season, as this is the 2nd season of the video, but... I think we're probably just going to take this guy, go claim him, and then move on to the next video at some point in the future. I really enjoy this game. Even though it's took me an hour and 42 minutes to get just 3 deer down, that is part of like what you deal with when playing a game that is as realistic as this one. Let's put a mark down and head back to grab the ATV, and we will recover this guy. And let's pick up our buck right there and head back to the starting point. This is honestly a pretty solid looking deer. I feel like it's very similar to the first one we killed. I'm not 100% sure if it's identical, but now that I see it on the back of the ATV, it looks very similar to the first one. At least this particular antler on the left side of the deer. All right, let's hang this guy up. Let's hopefully get directly under it the first try. There we go. Now, for the moment of truth, what's the other antler like? Is he even? Is he wonky? He's a little wonky, as we kind of saw when we shot him. This brow is smaller than that brow. Overall, kind of a cool buck. Not bad, man. Not bad. We did earn a little bit of XP for getting him, so let's go ahead and end the hunt. Let's see what type of experience we got. So a total of 40. 20 for it being 156 inches plus a heart shot. We got 10 for the bonus. We got 10 XP for being over 150. Solid deer. We really need to start going for those 200 inchers though. I would love to get a 200-inch giant. So this buck right here, I don't remember even shooting this thing. Is this one that I got like before I was recording it? Maybe? I don't know what's going on with this. I don't remember even shooting this deer. I guess it's possible I shot this back in the day when I first started playing and just don't remember shooting it, but I don't think I ever killed something this big. This guy though, this is the first buck we shot off in the video, probably the best one that we have got as of now. I'm gonna assume this thing is just like something that's always here because I don't think I ever shot that guy. We've got this beauty right here. Is there a way to see the others? I don't even know. Is there a way to see any other deer? I feel like it's just this guy right here that we get to see. We don't really get to look at any of the other ones, unfortunately, from what I can tell. But, I mean, either way, cool. This right. Oh! Right and left arrow. There we go. Okay, so here is all the deer that we've killed. We've got this guy, that guy, this guy. And the last one is this guy right here. Okay, so... Wow, every single one of these bucks has looked different. That's actually pretty cool. So I assume this guy back here is like a record we have to beat or something. Let me know in the comments what this is, because I don't think it's anything I recognize. I don't think I killed this thing. Maybe I did, who knows. But yeah, let me know in the comments what you guys think. We've got some good deer. But this double beam beast that we showed off at the beginning of the video is definitely the coolest one. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, leave a comment down below, hit that like button. We'll be back with another video in the future. I'll see y'all next time. Peace.